Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a great night. Okay, y'all, look, we're not going to be on here long, but baby, I wanted to talk about it while it was fresh off the press. Okay. Oh my God. Y'all, I am so excited for the simple fact that I believe that justice will be served for Romeca. Okay. Now, if you were somewhere about to go to sleep or just out of the loop, Keys News Network just released. It was more. Some of the information was redacted, but we have now more information from the actual police report. Okay, make sure you tap that like button. Let everyone know we are live. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cashapp, all of that. It's on the screen. I appreciate you for even being here. Okay, hey, Shelly Shells, my sister's up, and the first one in the building. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it. Hey, Latae, she said, Lord, I'm gonna be asleep in a minute. Okay. Hey, Karen, welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Hey, Janet, Robin is in the building. Thank you for joining. I hope you found that petition of Hollies. No, what petition? Hey, my queen Yo-Yo is in the building. Thank you for joining, sis. She said, I clicked so fast. Girl, this is crazy. Okay. Hey, Deborah, welcome. That was my mom's name. Thank you for joining. Okay. Yes, even going to the station. Yes. So, y'all, we're going to get into it. Now, y'all, this little tidbit of little gossip, though, before we get into that police report, I need Carlos, sir. I'm just trying to figure out, you all up over the internet right now, okay? Which makes me just think different things right now about why you decided to just come on out and pop back out of the blue. Because I now, after seeing some of this, it confirms some stuff that I was already thinking. Okay. Hey, Kathy Rose, thank you for joining. Hey, Teresa. Welcome, everyone. Tap that like button and let everyone know we are live. Now, he hasn't only been posting on his Facebook, but he's been posting about how we're not giving him enough time to grieve and looking for sympathy. He posted on his son's birthday, also trying to seek sympathy. And one of the common trends that I'm noticing is he thinks that the things that people are talking about is pretty much fake news. Okay. Everybody got the narrative wrong and all of this. Now, we didn't know what narrative to go with. We could only go with our eyes. Okay. That's pretty much all we could go with, is what we've been like seeing all over social media. So let me pull this up right quick, y'all. I just could not believe this. So shout out to Keys News Network. Y'all, when I tell you, he has been doing his big one with this, okay? And also, I love the fact that he doesn't mind sharing information, because some content creators, y'all, they get information and they try to hide it because they don't want people to know, or they don't want people to, go to their channels and so forth. No, he tells people, get your screenshots, all of this. And I love that. When you are like that, God blesses you. Okay. When you're a giver, or if you're trying to help others, or don't try to be selfish like that, God blesses you. So shout out to Keys News Network. Hey, Daily Sips with Jazzy J is in the building. Thank you for joining. Okay. So y'all remember Nigel Hall recently had this interview with another witness. Okay. So Keys News, baby. I don't know who sent him. He got some good inside people, or if he just good like that, where he all up in the streets. Okay. Today I've been so busy. I asked my husband, hey, what's been going on Facebook? Okay, anything I need to know? Look, I'm like, I can't even be all over social media the way that I've been trying to be. Okay. But anyway, so Naija had a post on her Facebook page. And notice whose name is all over Facebook right now. None other than Mr. Carlos Losos Way. Okay. Now here he is again trying to get sympathy. Okay. He said all these fake narratives got people looking at me like a monster. Where the real facts? Sir, what facts? What were you trying to come out here and clarify? Were you trying to come out here and give us some facts? Okay, well, you knew the video was going around everywhere. Okay, so what facts were you trying to give us? Latae said that was 100% on him. God bless him. I can feel it. Okay, yeah, definitely. And you're not trying to give us any facts. You up here just worried about sympathy. So then after that, Naija, she said, Carlos Losos Way, when you can, come on the show to share your experience. Okay, baby Naija say she trying to get the first interview. Okay. Y'all, this tickled me because I said, baby, y'all be finding stuff. Okay. And it says, if you prefer to speak off the record, I hope you can see that I honor my commitment to confidence. My inbox is open when you're ready. Uh-oh. Carlos, her inbox is ready. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we had some other people chiming in. We had a B. Walisha. She said, you were in the family's life 9-10 years, correct? There is a common bond between y'all, a child. Don't you think you owe them to talk? There are emotions everywhere, and rightfully so. A loss of life that can't be recovered. They asked you to speak with them. You haven't. Okay. Then Pamela said, Carlos Losos Way, I don't know you, son, but I just think that you really need to sit down and really have a one-on-one conversation with her mom. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay. Having a conversation, no more than her with her mom and being truthful as to what happened. Okay. So we'll see if Carlos clears the air and perhaps goes on to Naija's show to give her that interview. I don't know how truthful it'll be. Because like Romeca said, all you do is lie. All he does is lie. Okay, so let me take this off the screen. Right. Yo-Yo said, I know that's right. Karen said, experience really. Yeah, experience. I wouldn't have called it that. I don't think I would have called it that at all. Because that's a whole homicide. Okay. So let me pull there, y'all. Let me get to the. All right, so we're gonna look at this and kind of go over some things that we've pretty much discussed here already, and this is confirmation. Yeah, he probably can't look at her. I agree.
This is the Chicago Police Department original case incident report. Now I'm gonna post the thing tomorrow where they told me it's an open investigation, so they couldn't send me everything. Right? I wanted to do this live. So don't nobody say I edited this shit. I did this. I added some shit. No, this is live. I'm reading this live. This is the actual paperwork. Y'all can get y'all screen recording on. Y'all can get y'all screenshots on. This is the actual paperwork for the incident report. But a whole lot of shit is up in.
And let me also say this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people.
It ain't a lot because it's an open investigation, but it's just enough to paint a picture to some shit, y'all. Right. Come on, let's get straight. Come on the Magic School Bus. Let's go. All right. Original case incident report 0110 homicide, first degree murder. Occurrence location 20 West Cermak Road. Now, for everybody saying that the murder happened by his house, let's end that shit now. Carlos stays on State Street. The school is on Cermak. The murder happened 20 West Cermak. Cermak versus State Street. If I died on Cermak and not State Street, which one did I die closer to, the school or this motherfucker house? It's crazy. It's over with, y'all. So don't nobody say shit about the address. Cermak is when the body dropped. Carlos stays on State Street. Over with.
Now, okay, with that info, technically both arguments are correct. Okay, where it happened was close to where his apartment was. If y'all haven't seen the video, y'all, I showed a video of the Google Street Map view of it. Even Big Keys, he did a video where he's actually driving there. And so Carlos's place allegedly is across the street and down some on State Street. Okay. Also on Cermak, if you go down from where all of this happened and you go down and across the street, the school is there. So technically, both arguments are correct. It is close to his house and it is close to the school. However, the addresses and the streets that it happened on were both Cermak. Okay, so that part he was just trying to clarify. Right, baby, he getting them straight. Okay. Hey, Veronica, welcome. Thank you for joining.
Type shit. We off that one, right? Boom. The victim, the individual, Romeca Blackman, demographics, female, date of birth that that's been redacted.
Now, y'all, something else I wanted to point out too. Notice here it says domestic related incident. Okay, so this is like first a domestic type of situation. He's going to show too. Remember, there were two calls that we've heard, 911 calls. The first call was a battery call, but let me let it play because this is proof that originally they were not coming there just because Romeca was shot. They were first coming there, and remember the witness said she saw Carlos fighting Romeca.
She's 31 years old. Type shit. Shout out to her. She made it to be 31. Some people in Chicago don't make it to be 18. So shout out to her. Peep this, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention. This is witness number one. Witness number one. Her sobriety, she was sober. The beat was 5100. This was a male, white Hispanic, a white Hispanic male, y'all. Remember that. This is witness number one. There's only 3 witnesses for this case. A white Hispanic male aged 30 to 40. Okay, cool. They talked on the phone. Other communication and availability. They talked on the phone for about 23 minutes, available time, whatever. They don't got that on there. Because the witness isn't hiding, y'all. The witness isn't, except one witness. There's one witness that popped out, but let me finish, right? Witness number 2, name has been redacted. Residence has been redacted. This is a white Hispanic, age 21 years old. Sober on the scene, sobriety, sober. So both the white Hispanic witnesses are sober. When Romeca died, her sobriety was unknown. As y'all can see, it say unknown, type shit. Check this out. Crazy word. So one is a female, one witness is a male. Witness number 3. Now this is the most diabolical witness. Y'all guess who this is? Now this witness had his ID and everything on the scene, right? Witness number 3, name redacted, residence redacted, sobriety unknown. They don't know if this nigga high, drunk, he off the blow, he off a fifth. We don't know what this witness was on. Who the fuck is this witness, y'all? Let me give y'all some hints. Demographics. He was male, black, about 6 feet tall, 200.
Now, wait a second. Okay, an observation here. Why why do we have all of this information for witness number 3, but we didn't have this information for witness number 1 and number 2? Now, as y'all recall, and I'll play it right quick, during the actual video that went viral, okay, we heard 2 loud voices, okay, and one of those voices, which was the Hispanic lady, was one that has done an interview on the Messy Spot channel, and many people have heard her recall what took place that day. Let me bring this down right quick. The first witness called police because she seen Carlos hit and run with the door. Yes, exactly, Karen. Right. He shouldn't be no. Wait, girl. Girl, you be having me tickled. Hold on. Okay, let me pull this up so we can refresh our memories as to some of the people that were there. And listen to voices in the background. Look at him. Look at his hair, y'all. He got blood on her hand and on her shirt. There you go. Witness number 1. The one pointing and yelling is witness number 2.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Like he
put
running.
The gun in the car. The gun, she shot her.
You know what?
Let's go right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. The gun is in the car. Arrest her.
Wow. Okay. So that was the viral video that we have seen. Shout out to PM coming through with the super chat. She said video game control. Oh, you know what? I forget on Restream. It describes it. Thank you for that super sticker, PM. I appreciate that. Okay. So those were 2 of the loud voices that we heard in the video. Okay. Now let's go back to this police report, because now we're on witness number 3. So the first 2, we kind of, and that shows that witness did not lie, because she stated that she gave a report to the police. Okay, because for those that's trying to make her into a liar, she had already said that she had given a statement. Her and her boyfriend have given a statement. Okay, now we have something new with this witness number 3, which has all these details about how he looks. Okay, age 36, 6 feet, 205 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. He has dreadlocks. Baby, they know that they put dreadlocks. Okay, medium brown complexion, medium build, facial hair, full beard. Okay, so that was given a very thorough description of witness number 3.
105 pounds, brown eyes, black hair, hairstyle. What was his hairstyle?
Yeah, she came up
dreadlocks, medium brown complexion, medium build. He had a full beard. It might have been scrubby, but it's a full beard. This witness gave his state ID. He's from Illinois, and his age is 36 years old. What witness y'all think that is, y'all? Who do y'all think witness number 3 is? We knew witness number 1 and 2 was the Hispanics, but let the family told it. They didn't. It was no witness gave no statement. It's a whole bunch of lying motherfuckers in here today. I thought ain't no witness give no statement, and the police didn't get no statements, y'all. I told y'all the police was trying to keep them safe from the fucking family. Witness number 3 told everything. In the chat, who was witness number 3? He got dreadlocks. He's 36 years old. I'm gonna let y'all do it. I'm gonna just play a little clip of who it might be.
Exactly, yo.
Disloyal, fool ass bitch made punk.
Crazy work. Crazy work. So with this witness number 3, y'all. Cool. Now, this is domestic incident. This for everybody that said it was a child involved. It was a child involved. The name of the child is unknown, last name unknown. Age 6 months. It was a 6-month baby on the scene, y'all.
Y'all, the baby was in her car. Okay, right. He contaminating the whole crime scene. And like I said, y'all, something is up with that. He was given a lot of leeway at that scene, walking back and forth. It looked like he was the one in charge. And I just peeped that. Okay, I'm clocking it and I'm putting it to the side because something, in my opinion, is up with that. Hey, Brittany, coming in late. So she has officially been charged. No, it's still a pending investigation. However, we have more information, okay, about what took place, what the charge will be, okay, until they can officially charge us. But right now, they're still doing their investigation. See, we're ahead. Okay, we're ahead of the game. A lot of this stuff is confirmation. We've already clocked it. Baby, we've been keeping our own notepad. Okay. So if they don't get it, we have it. Girl, I'm telling you, we had already clocked it. So there was a baby, y'all, in the back seat, 6 months old in her car. That has also been confirmed. All this mess taking place and a whole baby is in the back seat. That's the part that bothers me too.
It was. So that's been debunked. That's over with. Right? Cool. Injury info on Romeca Blackman. Did they do first aid? Yes. Was first aid given? Yes. Responded unit number 41. She was pronounced date homicide. So it's a homicide, y'all. It's an open investigation.
Hey, honey,
homicide.
Gangster.
Holly Scary made it a homicide. The proof is about to be in the pudding. This is crazy work. Her injury extent was fatal. Injury reason other. Injury cause a weapon, firearm, hospital. And then they got a question mark near the look. It's a Romeca injury cause, weapon, question mark, firearm. What that mean? What that mean? Is that because Snitch Boy Los picked up the body and then dropped the body? According to the witness, he tried to help. Then he dropped the body. Did that kill her? But it's a weapon, question mark, firearm.
The reason that I thought it was a question mark there is maybe when they were typing this, they didn't know what kind of weapon or what, specific name of the weapon. So maybe that's why they put a question mark to put that information in. So that was just my guess on that part.
That's a red flag. Screenshot that, y'all. For sure. Right. She went to the hospital, John H. Stroger Hospital. Thank God she did not go to Jackson Hospital. Shout out to her. Her physician name was Dr. Star, right? She's a star, not Dr. Miracle. She might be star-studded. She couldn't work a miracle. Holly Scary to let the whole clip off in her ass. Dr. Star's a star, but not Dr. Miracle, right? Or Dr. House. However, contact person, Romeca Blackman. So somebody put her contact person as Romeca Blackman. Who the fuck did that? If I'm dead, how can I be my own contact person? Crazy work. Let me drop down. Let me keep going. Type shit. Hold on. Boom, boom. Anybody trying to get in the building, hold on. Okay, type. Right. Weapon type, gunshot. Weapon used, it was a handgun. Now let's get to Holly. I'm gonna call you Holly now for legal purposes, because Holly is not nowhere on this motherfucking police report. Like I told y'all, her middle name is Monique. Quadesia M. Johnson, y'all. Quadesia M. Johnson, suspect number 1. Demographic female, 31, 1994 birth year. Now check this out, y'all, for the witnesses. Before y'all say, how y'all know Carlos is witness number 3? Check this out, right? It's a witness relations to the victim, right? Relationship. Witness number 1 has no relationship to Quadesia M. Johnson. Witness number 2 has no relationship to Quadesia M. Johnson. The victim has no relationship, it's a unknown of Quadesia M. Johnson. But when it get to witness number 3, y'all see how they took that part out? Look, witness number 3.
Me too, PM.
Relationship. This a relationship to Holly Scary is what?
So y'all, why do y'all think that part is redacted? Because if it's a boyfriend, why would I mean, I don't see a problem with saying the boyfriend of Quadeja or baby daddy of Quadeja. Why is that part redacted? And it better not say husband. Some people are all in the chat talking about, are they married? Hey, child, I don't put nothing past anybody. I hope not. But I'm just trying to understand, like, if they were boyfriend and girlfriend, why can't the public know that? I'm not understanding that part of why that was redacted. You right, Brittany. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Right. I'm curious about that.
What? Why would that be redacted? Who that is? Who that is? Once again, who that is? Type shit.
You disloyal fool ass bitch made punk.
Crazy work for real. Crazy, y'all. Nigga done told on his own baby mama. This shit is crazy work. Now I'm gonna get to my shit in a minute. Hold on. Chicago. Now this is the Chicago police incident report. This is what's going on. It said reason unknown. Children present. Yes, it was one. It said the transportation arranged for the child, y'all. Quadeja, aka Holly Scary, declined to get her child transported to safety. They asked her, would you like to get the child transported to safety? Screenshot that, y'all. It says decline. Transportation arranged, provided to relocate, decline. You just bust off 4 shots. We're going to get to the shots. She bust off 4 shots, then got into it with a whole nother bitch, baby daddy. Both y'all, this both y'all baby daddy. She was there first, however. And you declined to get your child into safety. Type shit. Crazy work. Crazy. That's crazy.
Y'all, think about it. We just talked about this today. This part. Since I saw clips and videos, they said he wasn't claiming her. Yeah, he was. Girl, he is yet to claim her. Child, when has he claimed her? Because even since he's been back out, I haven't seen him mention her, put a picture, anything. Okay, nothing of her. Something else we talked about today, which I did not know until I really listened to that interview that Nigel was playing, is allegedly the restraining order that Holly or Quadeja has is for her and her baby. Okay. Now, when she submitted the restraining order, that paperwork, which she did online, you print paperwork and you take it and get it notarized and submit that to the court. She did her own like paper trail stuff. It wasn't by a lawyer. Okay. She was pregnant during that time. And so they may have put that on there because if she gets a restraining order for her, then if you're pregnant, that was probably going to cover your baby, right? Now, if this is, and we're going to see, he's going to show what she started yelling, which we saw it on the viral video where she was yelling, talking about, I'm licensed to carry. Okay. She told the police that too. And she also told them about the restraining order prior to them reading her rights. Okay. Now, I truly feel that during that time, because she brought up the restraining order, and if it showed her and her baby, that could possibly be a reason why she declined to have her baby transferred somewhere, because that gives her an extra layer, okay, an extra excuse to say, I did this because my baby could have been in possible harm. Okay, I felt like she was coming after me or coming after my baby. Now, if the baby's out of the picture, she can't really, say that you're trying to say, baby, she probably was, I need my baby with me. I need my baby. I need to make sure, I don't know what they did with the baby. If Carlos took the baby, well, what happened? If she declined transportation or the baby to be transported, did one of her family members come and get the baby? So I'm just curious about that. But it's a reason, in my opinion, that baby was in there. And now hearing that information, that gives me even more evidence of what I'm thinking. That baby shouldn't have been there, just like Holly shouldn't have been there either. Exactly. I agree with that. Okay, she never got her baby back. Exactly. So I don't know that day if someone came and got the baby or not, but she still allegedly has not gotten her baby back.
Easy work. Cool though. It's a reason. When the police asked her, why don't you want to get your child to safety? Holly Scary said, unknown. Reason, unknown.
Crazy.
We don't even know what she said. She didn't trust that baby with, she ain't touch that baby with snitch boy Los. She ain't touch him with snitch boy Los.
You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk.
Crazy work. Come on, y'all. Follow me now. Now, this is what we get. The firearm was seized. Y'all remember when Big Key said they took the fire?
This one, his
The type was a pistol. The make was a Taurus. The serial number TLT 8013, 9 caliber, barrel length 3.20. She shot her with a Taurus, y'all. Now this is a cheap ass handgun. This is a cheap handgun, and this is why it jammed. Right? She ain't getting no Glock. She ain't getting no Springfield 911. She shot her with a Taurus pistol. Google on your own time.
Yes,
Taurus
she was.
pistol.
Yeah.
Any pistol named after a zodiac sign can't be shit. Crazy work. No disrespect to the Tauruses out there. I'm just saying. Right? However, right?
Yeah. not a cheap gun. Girl, you couldn't even go get a good one. Girl, oh my gosh. I would never. Okay. Not making fun of what she did with that gun. But girl, they said this is a cheap. I don't know anything about guns. No. But child, no. So this is something else I thought about on this part here. Okay. Now, thinking about the chain of events and how this all transpired, y'all, she had to have been riding around in that vehicle with a loaded weapon around her baby. Okay. Because when she went to the car, allegedly, to get it, did she have time to get some bullets and all that? Because by then, child, Romeca would have been out of there. Okay. So you riding around. Now, this is aside from after the incident happened, she's going to put the weapon back in her car with one round still in there. But you would have had to have been, in my opinion, riding around with a loaded weapon with your child. Hey, Ebony, good evening. Welcome. Girl, oh my goodness, you missed with Keys. We're doing a reaction to his live. He has some of the police report. They're still investigating, so there has been no official charge yet, but this is being investigated as first-degree murder, okay, homicide. That's why she's not getting that baby back. Exactly, child endangerment. Because by the time, y'all, a lot of people want to say, oh, I'm licensed to carry. I'm licensed to carry. Okay, but are you using sense with it? Okay, are you being smart with it? That's dangerous to be riding around with a loaded weapon and your child is in the car. And then after, the only reason you pretty much stop shooting is because it locked on you, and then you just put it on the floor in the car and go back outside. Girl, like, yes, it was locked. It had to have been locked and loaded for her to go and get it and quickly come out and do what she was doing. Okay, so this is even more proof about that. Like, this is definitely showing that it was premeditated, in my opinion. I'm not a lawyer, okay? Hey, this is the court of public opinion.
It say owner known, question mark, no. Who the owner of the pistol? It say owner, Cordesia Johnson. Okay, so Cordesia Johnson is the owner of the Taurus pistol, right? Boom. Duty related, is this pistol duty related? No. Was it taken or stolen? No. Was it taken in the burglary? No. Was it displayed? No. Was the pistol used? Yes. Was it recovered? Yes. Was it used for evidence? Yes. It's in inventory. The pistol is still in inventory, y'all. Crazy work. Now, peep this. I want y'all to pay attention to this part right here. It says live rounds, 1. Spent cartridges, 3. She shot Romeca 3 times, and one of the rounds was left in the chamber. On 20 West Cermak. The gun was found on 20 West Cermak. The registration status is cleared. I'm static now?
Okay, let me fast forward because he was fixing the sound.
Hold on, let me check the sound for y'all. Hold on. Like, comment, subscribe. They trying to send bots to stop the show. It ain't gonna stop the show. we locked in, y'all. So y'all ain't miss shit. Where I leave off at. Before I went static, I was talking about the gun, y'all. Hold on. Shout out to everybody in the building for real, for real. Pistol, type pistol.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see what this says. Ebony said, and people think because they got TPOs, I mean, you can do what you want and mess with the person you have an order out on. Oh, that's a good point. Right. Hey, D, good evening, girl. Look, we up late. Hey, Susan. No, allegedly she doesn't. Allegedly she doesn't have her baby. Since they still got her pow baby, they're gonna get her. I think so too. I think so too. They're still investigating. But the good news with this is there is an investigation taking place. And this gives more information and fills in some of the gaps of some things that, you know, we kind of been talking about. It definitely does open book. She would still be pow-powing her. She is already unalive. You did your mission. It was a setup. Okay.
Make tourists. We went over all this, right? Now she shot Romeca 3 times, y'all. But one of them got stuck in the chamber. I want y'all to remember that. Now we're going to skip down all this part.
PM 3 times.
We're going to skip down all this part, right? Boom,
welcome.
boom, boom.
Okay,
we're going to go right here. Now, this is the initial. We skipping this because this is the detectives' names and the forensics people names and shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Let's get straight to the police report. This where the snitching get snitching get going. This is where it get real crazy at. Hold on, y'all. To the people coming into the building, I don't want it to mess up. I want yet type shit. Hold on. Hit the screenshot, y'all. Y'all screenshot this part. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to screenshot it before I go over it. Do y'all shit right. Come on. Now this will get crazy at. Event number 25201332227, whatever the fuck that means. This is a BWC recorded event. In summary, reporting officers was dispatched to an initial call to a battery in progress. So the police came there for a battery in progress, y'all. It was a fight before anything. So when Nigel Falls did that fake ass witness, that was Carlos. However, that said they called the police first. No, whoever called the police first called about the battery. So it was a battery.
That is what that witness said on the message spot. The Hispanic lady. She said she called the police because they were arguing, and she saw Carlos allegedly hitting Romeca in the back. Remember, I kept saying this should have been 2 different incidents. I think because by the time the police got there and they saw Romeca on the ground, it turned into this homicide thing that got missed. The battery part of this got missed. Okay. But that was the original call. Then it spiraled, and then now other people started calling because of what transpired after that. Susan said they need to, got a whole Amber alert. Susan said they need to take a deep dive into the situation, particularly those who said Carlos was coming to Romeca's job trying to attack her. Exactly. Battery, that means Carlos was fighting Romeca. Hey, they didn't even investigate that part unless they're still looking into that part.
Battery in progress when it came to the scene. Crazy work. Additional calls of a third party claimed shots were fired near Cermak and State, in which a caller heard 3 to 4 shots upon arrival. Reporting officers observed a female, one unresponsive, on the ground, appeared to have multiple gunshot wounds to the body. Crazy work. Reporting officers immediately began trying to render first aid, and by requesting EMS, they used radio number 4, all that good shit. Shout out to y'all. Cool. The reporting officers placed the victim on her side due to the pool of blood gathering on her mouth. So when they got there, Romeca was bleeding out her mouth real bad, y'all. So why did Carlos drop the body? According to the witnesses, Carlos dropped the body. Romeca was still alive. When the police got on the scene, Romeca was still alive. Why didn't Carlos turn Romeca on her side? Y'all remember it was one of them lives where somebody was talking about it was the Good Samaritan Act, and you could pick up a body of somebody that was shot, or they need CPR. You could work on the body if you just a regular civilian. Why Carlos pick up and drop her?
That is my question too. Remember, we were talking about that. Okay, like if you are so in love, that was the worst day of your life, and people, these fake narratives. What did you do in the moment? Like he said, if you see someone, I'm not trying to be graphic or anything like that. Because even the witness said, when he had dropped her, a gush of blood came out, right? And in that moment, if you had seen her possibly choking, that would have been my first reaction, would be to grab her and turn her over on her side. Try to stop the spot, like put pressure on whichever the most severe. I guess in this case, it was so many, so many areas, to apply pressure. Did you try to do anything? To me, it appeared as though you waited. Okay. And when the EMS got there, that's when they started trying to work on her. Imagine, her life could have possibly been saved had they done something before the ambulance got there. Yeah, because she was shot in her face. That's why she was bleeding so bad. Exactly. Susan said, "Thank you, Open Book, for stand into this. I have not been feeling good since this happened, and angry. I have to pray to let this anger go, just being honest." I'm telling you, Susan, and I get it. And yes, thank you so much for that. But I feel the same way. When he was reading this part today, y'all, I started getting angry all over again. Okay. And it made me sad because I was just looking through her Instagram today. Okay. There were some videos I had not seen. They had videos together, y'all, from December, April, different months recently this year. So he was still, if he was with Holly and Holly was pregnant and all of that, that confirms that he was playing both sides. She looked so happy in those photos, in those videos, and those photos with her son. And there were even some when they were together and they were on roller coasters and going here, going out of town. She was singing happy birthday. I just put that one in the video I did tonight. She was singing happy birthday, his last birthday, her son's last birthday. They went on a trip. And I said, what went wrong? What went wrong in this? She looked so happy, very beautiful. And in an instant, her life was taken. And you let her die there like that? Like, to me, I mean, that is just one of the harshest things. Even up until that moment, if he was a part of this in any way, in that moment, something should have snapped that this is my son's mother. A person that I once cared for, a person that I once loved. And I'm going to let her lay here like this, gagging on her blood. Like, that is harsh. That is so evil. I just could not believe it. So when Keys was reading this part, I stepped away for a second. I was still kind of listening, but I was like, let me move away. Okay. Because it will like spark, and it can be triggering for people who have lost loved ones like this, or who have been in situations like this, but they possibly lived. Okay. Yeah, he didn't care about her. I knew something wasn't right when they said he had her in a headlock. Exactly. Right. Ebony. Yes, thank you so much. I'm gonna keep on it, y'all, because I want justice for her. Like, seriously. Yes, he was with Romeca on Christmas of 2024. Holly was pregnant and alone. Holly wanted her out of the way. Right. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Yeah. I wonder if they can take her voice and put it in a teddy bear where her son can listen to it. You know what? And I actually did that for a friend of mine, his son, when he passed away. I went through his videos, and if I can find a way of getting in contact, I don't know if she'll accept my inbox, her mom. I don't mind shipping one for him, but I did that at Build-A-Bear. You can record, because he was saying something funny, and I went and got a recording of that and took it to Build-A-Bear. They put that in the teddy bear. Now, he passed away, I think, about 3 years ago, and his wife said that her son still has that bear and listens to it. So you can get things like that done. And had I seen that video the other day for his birthday, I would have put that video in the birthday video because that was so sweet. I didn't know that she had sang happy birthday to him. So yeah, I'm gonna try to look into that because that may help him too, to always kind of hear his voice. I have a voicemail, not a voicemail, but it was like kind of a voicemail. But for when I got married and we had an engagement party, my mom couldn't be there. She was in the hospital, but they were able to get her recorded message and played it during our engagement party. And to this day, I still have that video and her voice is on there.
Type shit. Come on. Continue though. This is crazy work. So remember, Romeca was still alive. Type shit, right? So they put on her side due to the fact she had a pool of blood coming out of her mouth until EMS arrived. While on the scene, multiple witnesses, including witness number. Look, y'all, pay attention to this part. I want everybody to pay attention to this part. I know y'all screenshotted this by now. This is how we know who witness number 3 is, y'all. This is how we know who witness number 3 is off this statement. Check this out. When they came to the scene, while on the scene, multiple witnesses, including witness number 1 and witness number 2, who related to the arresting officers, they redacted that. Now remember, that's witness number 1 and witness number 2. They put a statement in together that got redacted.
Because
it's still an open investigation. Okay. But listen, due to the offender being on the scene, arresting officers detained Quadesia Johnson at what time they took her ass to jail?
9:32 hours.
09:32 hours. Upon detaining arrestee related. Look, peep this, y'all. Y'all remember I told y'all, Holly Scary told on herself. It said, while arresting the detainee, the arrest will, well, hold on, my bad. It said, upon detaining arresting detainee, arrestee related verbatim to arresting officers that she was a concealed to carry holder and she had an order of protection. Arrestee related the statement out of excited. Look, y'all, check this out. Quadesia, aka Holly Scary, said that she was a concealed to carry owner and she had an order of protection out of excited utterance and was pre-Miranda. Before she got her Miranda rights, she uttered this shit, y'all. She told the police, I got a CCL and an order of protection to the police. We thought, she was just yelling that shit. She was really telling that shit to the police. They wrote down her statement for real, because you had a right to remain silent. Anything you can, will, and be, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the script type shit. But she said that shit before she got her Miranda rights. Why would you claim self-defense before we even know what it was self-defense? Did you already have that in your back pocket? Come on, let's continue, y'all. Crazy work. That's crazy. And so the police said
she had already tried to think this through. She was like, all goes through. All I have to do is tell them I am licensed to carry and I have this restraining order. Okay. But it doesn't work like that. Okay. It's other stuff that they have to look into, ma'am. She was telling that. This is how you know she really, really thought that she could use this. Hey, Krisha, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. She was telling that to the people standing out there as well before the police really got there and found out who she was. She was telling them, I'm licensed to carry. I'm licensed to carry. But she didn't tell them about a restraining order. We didn't hear her yelling that part when she was standing by her car on the phone. But with the police, she told them about the license to carry and the restraining order. Okay. And this was before they even told her they about to have her under arrest. So she just is scared and trying to get her defense ready. Right. She planned it out. She had already planned it out. Like the witness said, Carlos said to her, self-defense, right? They had already talked about that. But I bet you, if you pull them into separate rooms and ask both of them questions, hey, you are probably not going to get all the same answers. I'm pretty sure they hadn't thought through everything yet.
She told them that shit pre-Miranda rights, right? When arresting officers required about the location of firearm used via general on the scene questioning, arrestee related that it was located on the passenger floorboard. Listen, y'all, she said that Holly Scary said that the gun was located on the passenger floorboard of her black Chevrolet bearing Illinois plate. Who out the bam? I got a question for the chat, right? Screenshot this. I know I probably ain't reading it to the right way, but screenshot it. Y'all read it on your own. A question for the chat. Have y'all ever heard of a Chevrolet bearing car?
Now, he had got that part mixed up. I think in this particular case, it meant bearing as in having, not the name of the car. And then also, y'all, she has an Illinois license plate. I know people were saying that she was from Wisconsin, but her car has an Illinois license plate. So that should clarify that she lived there as well.
I heard of a Chevy Cruze. You know what I'm saying? I heard of a Chevy Tahoe. I never heard of a Chevrolet bearing car. Pay attention to that, y'all. Chevrolet bearing. Why would they call it a Chevrolet bearing? She went to go get the gun. She put the gun on the floorboard of the Chevrolet bearing Illinois license plate, whatever. Hold on. Crazy work type shit. Hold on. Okay, it said, okay, Chevrolet bearing plate, we're out the bam. It was legally parked on the side of the street. Beat 133H recovered the firearm from the passenger floorboard at 0910 hours. So the police went and got the gun from the passenger floorboard. Now let me tell y'all something. The reason that they called it a Chevrolet bearing, because after Holly Scary shot the gun, she went and put the gun under the floorboard near the wheel bearing. They retrieved the gun from under the floorboard next to the.
Now we're going to find out that he had a misunderstanding on that part too, because I think he was thinking, you know how you hide something by the tire, but when someone came up to explain to him what it meant, then he's like, okay.
Wheel bearing. Can I ask y'all a question? If you had a CCL and you was legally able to shoot this woman due to your restraining order, why would you hide the gun under the floorboard near the wheel bearing? That's like a hidden spot she done made up. That's some Tony Montana ass shit. So she put the gun under the floorboard, near the wheel bearing after the shooting. Crazy work for real. And the police retrieved it from the same place. Crazy work. Cool. Let's go down here. Now, look. This is where y'all need to pay attention, right? 100%. After they got the gun from the wheel bearing of the Chevrolet Cruze, the arresting officer spoke with witness number 3. Look at witness number 3 statement, y'all. Look at witness number 3 statement, y'all.
Now, y'all know what else gives it away that's him? Because of how he's on Facebook up here posting everywhere. Okay, he has a lot to say now. See, this here is screaming that witness that we just heard on Naja Hall. Remember, it was making him look good. And she was giving, her account of what she saw. 10 times to 1, this redacted information is probably going to be similar to her statement. Okay, the one that gave that they call the ghost witness, the one we didn't see or hear. Okay, a lot of the information behind this black is probably going to be a little similar. Okay. Because he loves to talk, baby. You all posting 3, 4, 5 posts back to back. You posting all up under people's posts. You sharing content creators' posts, talking about quit talking about me and all of this stuff. Yeah, he had a lot to say. That's another giveaway. Okay, but we don't know how much of that's true. Because Romeca said, all you do is lie. I'm going to remember that, Romeca, girl. I'm going to keep on reminding him of your words. His lawyer ain't told him to shut up. Girl, okay. He need a lawyer. They need to tell him because he's all over the place. A little late for that, Carlos, isn't it right?
Look at the witness number 3 statement, y'all. Pay attention to witness number 1 and 2. Witness number 1 and 2 came together. Witness number 3 then told a whole damn storybook. Who is this, y'all? Who is witness number 3? It said arresting officer spoke with witness. This witness number 3. Damn. What the fuck did that person say? Type shit. Crazy work. It said the victim was transported by ambulance to Stroger Hospital and was pronounced at 0942 hours by Dr. Starr, transported arrestee to Area 3 for further processing. So Romeca was pronounced dead by the doctor. Holly Scary she was detained, right? Arrestee did not appear. Pay attention to this part too, y'all. The arrestee, the person that was arrested, did not appear to have any physical injuries at this time. The person arrested refused EMS. So,
right, yo.
For a person that for somebody that just fought off an immediate threat, y'all, Romeca was a threat, allegedly, right? So for a person who just fought off a threat, you hid the gun. You had enough time to beat the threat, hide your gun, and you refused the ambulance. You refused EMS, and you didn't have no injuries to your body.
That did not help her case, y'all. That didn't go in line with self-defense. Because if you really wanted to say, man, I was so nervous, child, I would have been, I need an ambulance. Yeah, she punched, oh my gosh, this happened. Because she know that didn't happen. Okay? You didn't have to get looked at, nothing on you, or none of that. So she knew that did not happen. Okay, and so now she messed herself up even in that. You're declining everything. So you weren't too threatened. And also, y'all get this. Okay, now you had time to go back to the car, which also shows that because you were so fast to get that pow out, you didn't have to load it. It was already loaded. Okay, now the part of this I'm thinking about is the one witness we just heard from this week said it was on top of the car. Where did that come into play in this report? Okay, was it on top of the car or was it in the car? Because the other witness said she saw her going to the passenger side to get the pow. Okay, this also makes me think that she had been riding around in the car where it wasn't locked up and it was already loaded. She probably already had it there so that she could have quick access to get it. Why else would you need quick access to get it? Okay, you didn't have time to go to the car and put the bullets in there. It's already loaded. Now, if it was on top of the car, that makes it look even more premeditated. That's just something to think about in the moment. She didn't go to her car and have to put bullets. They were already there. So she was already riding around with her son with the loaded gun, allegedly. Okay? And then after all of this happened, she put it back in with one live round in it on the floor of her car, not considering that something could go off. And even in the moment of shooting Romeca, okay, one of those bullets could have ricocheted and hit her car. She didn't even consider that. Y'all, and someone said it earlier, I believe in Dee's chat. To me, it does remind me of a crime of passion. Sometimes people get so jealous, so enraged until all common sense, anything just goes and they just see red. And I believe that she, in that moment, lost it. And she wanted that girl gone. She kept shooting and shooting until it locked. She would have still been shooting if it had not locked. Okay? So all of that leads up to you don't need no help. Okay, if you were that threatened to pull out a pow and she was unarmed, Romeca was unarmed, but you went and got yours out of the car. Like, really think about that. Carlos said, we ain't let him grieve. Ebony, you silly. Oh, he said he hate us. Okay. Hey, I'm chosen. Welcome. No, I'm not. No, it didn't help her case at all. At all, whatsoever. And Ebony, not Ebony, I'm chosen. I hope I don't pay for it in the morning. Hey, Shanta, welcome. Exactly, but they say that Holly and Romeca fought that morning. I don't believe that. No, I believe it was Carlos fighting Romeca. If they had gotten into a fight, okay, she would have said, I have like some bruising here, because baby, Romeca looks like she has those hands. Even her cousin said that they used to fight their boy cousins. Like, they fight. Okay? Baby, my money would be on Romeca. Okay? Holly is scared. She looks scared. She looks scared holding the phone, telling them, I'm like, Sister Carrie, girl, you look scared even then. So if Romeca had really gotten to you, you would not have looked like that. You would have had scratches, bruising, all of that all over your face. Okay. You would have probably wanted to go somewhere with the EMS. So that part we can nip in the bud too, in my opinion.
It said no injuries at this time. Y'all screenshot it, read it on your own, right? Holly Scary didn't have no injuries. She said no to the ambulance. She also said no to her baby getting relocated. And she hid the gun under the floorboard of the car. All this for a motherfucker that was so scared for their life that they had to shoot somebody. Is you crazy? Let's continue though, right? Cool. Okay, cool. It said time arrestee refused EMS. They transported the arrestee to Area 3 for further processing on the crime scene. It's a meet case number. Woo out the bam. Now, this is just telling y'all it's really over with now. They're just showing y'all the codes and shit. Y'all can take a picture of that. But I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? This part right here. That DCFS was called. Elizabeth C was called at 14:05 hours. So they called DCFS on her ass, right? Because they knew she was full of shit. So they called DCFS on Holly Scary at 14:05 hours. Case number, they got the case number for all y'all type shit. Now, shout out to everybody in the building. Guess what she did with the gun, y'all? When she hit that gun, guess what else, y'all? Why y'all think she called DCFS?
No, y'all, before we go there, I want to see something real quick.
And shit. Y'all can take a picture of that. But
okay, let's see here. I wanted to see, it says all proper. Okay, it says all proper notifications have been made. Now, y'all, her mom said that she found out because someone sent her a video of Romeca's body on the ground. So even before they notified her, she had already found out. I was like, oh my God. The scene was released at 12:13 hours. No VIN given due to victim being deceased. Okay. Made notifications. Okay, got it. Okay. So they were out there with the scene for about, let's see, 3 hours maybe. Wow. Okay.
I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? This part right here. That DCFS was called. Elizabeth C was called at 14:05 hours.
Right.
So they called DCFS on her ass, right? Because they knew she was full of shit. So they called DCFS on Holly Scary at 14:05 hours. Case number, they got the case number for all y'all type shit. Now, shout out to everybody in the building. Guess what she did with the gun, y'all? When she hit that gun, guess what else, y'all? Why y'all think she called DCFS on? Why y'all think the police called DCFS on her? She put the gun in the car with a live round. Remember this part of the police report where it said it was a live round, right? So look, she shot Romeca 3 times, but it was one live round still left up in the chamber. Let's go back up to that part. Boom, boom. As y'all can see. So y'all know this is the same report that's been going on. Boom, right? It say live rounds 1. So by her putting that gun in the car with that live round in it, that gun could have still went off, and that gun could have shot that baby, y'all. Crazy work. They called DCFS on that bitch. You gotta go to jail. You shot her, then tried to hide the gun. You so scary. You hide the gun with a live round in the gun. So when she's trying to put the gun under the wheel bearing, the motherfucker gun could have shot off, ricochet, hit the 6-month-old baby and everything. Is y'all crazy, man? Is y'all crazy? Now that's the police report that motherfuckers thought I wasn't gonna be able to get. I was lying. I couldn't get it. Now y'all see. Also, I just want y'all to pay attention. It said Romeca death calls ? Firearm. Remember that. Screenshot that part. Because what that mean? Romeca death. Let me go up to the death part. Type shit. It's a ? Firearm. They don't even know.
Right, Ebony.
For all we know, the headlock could have killed her. She could have been dead after the headlock type shit. We don't know.
Hey, George.
For real, is y'all crazy? Is you crazy?
Is you crazy?
Crazy work. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that's been donating to the channel. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm not gonna keep y'all here long. Yeah. The moral of the story, y'all. Now, without me reading the police report, let me break it down for y'all, right? Because in the streets, that's snitching. Carlos, when the police do these, when the police do these police reports, it all be in order. So when you see the witnesses stacked on top of each other, with witness number 1, witness number 2, witness number 3, it was not numbered, but that's the order of the witnesses. So when it said witness, and it said the other 2 witnesses was working together and talking to the police,
and Carlos is probably standing right there looking at them, trying to intimidate them. I bet, because remember, the witness said he was up there trying to come at her. So that shows his aggression too. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't have the whole video right now, and I know it's getting late. But if y'all go back and listen to that part, she said he was trying to come at her. When he saw that they were making statements and things like that, he probably was standing around just to see what they were going to say. And then he gave his take. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he heard it.
That third witness left that big ass statement. That's snitching. What type of nigga drop a statement on his dead baby mama? Now that's some shit we ain't get into, y'all, because we was taking this shit as domestic. But according to Quadre,
really
all snitch boy Los got to do is wave his finger and a motherfucker gone. That's some gangster shit, right? So what type of gangster y'all know leave a statement for the police? Is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? What on your baby mama? He was supposed to come like this, y'all. He's supposed to come like this.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I
What?
way around the corner.
A robbery.
What?
I don't know nothing about no robbery. I way in California.
That's what he was supposed to say, y'all. When they asked Carlos,
so too.
do you know how your baby mama died? He was supposed to say,
What you gotta say? You got caught.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I
What?
way around the corner.
A robbery.
I don't know nothing about no robbery. I way in California.
what he do, y'all? What they do? How that song go? They smiling in your face. What they do? When they asked that nigga
Right,
what
with
happened
the
to his baby mama, he did this shit. Look. Damn. Damn, that look like space. That's a black hole. This nigga dropped a space statement. Is you crazy?
But if he told on Holly, I'm okay with that. If he told the truth, I'm okay with that part. Okay, don't be over there lying on Romeca though. Okay, but if you told on Holly, hey, that's the least you could do in this situation.
Come here, Kay.
Okay, so
Come here, Kay.
that's when he started taking his panelists. Girl, he had me tickled. He said he should have been doing this. Now he can't. See, the thing of it is, y'all, he is trying to protect his butt. Okay. And to me, I'm gonna keep watching it, but the police department, they a little too lax with him. Okay. I don't know what's going on in that situation. But if you notice, he hasn't been out to defend Holly, even with the witness that Naja Hall had, that person that we hadn't seen or anything. She was trying to make Carlos look good. Okay, she wasn't trying to make Holly look good. He wants to make sure Holly takes the fall for this. Because, see, he is out in the street, and I'm still trying to understand why. He has a whole rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. So how is he even walking around? That's what I'm wondering. And he knew that she had to be the one with that gun because he could not have it in his car. Okay. Now, I don't know if they're going to look at the fact that he was still around it. Okay. But hey, it's hers. It was over in her car. Maybe he okay with that part for now. Yes, in the footage, he pushed a young teenager and told her to get back instead of being concerned about Romeca. Exactly. And then kept saying it's self-defense and stuff like that. You're not even worried about her. You should have been distraught, crying, looking all like, what happened? You know, no type of emotion whatsoever. I hope he told the truth on her. I hope so too. Okay, hey, cousin Meek. Girl, barely. Okay, POP, hold it down. Girl, that's what everybody's saying. We like, shoes, how we still up? Every time he makes any kind of comment, people be on their butt. Exactly. He limited the comments on Facebook, y'all. Like you can't comment on his stuff. He only has certain people that can comment because he knows that everybody's gonna come for him. He keeps saying everybody out here with these fake narratives, but sir, they have redacted your statement, alleged statement. Okay, you haven't been on anyone's panel. You haven't put out a video. You haven't put out a post. You definitely acting like you're not even associated with Holly. We haven't even seen you put an H, a Q, or anything to even show that y'all are together. The last picture we see going around, the girl was still pregnant. Okay. And she's no longer pregnant with a whole 6-month-old. That looks like the last picture. Nothing has been leaked out here yet with any pictures of y'all since then. Okay. We haven't seen any video footage of what happened prior to the shooting that has been leaked out yet. Okay, but yet this person, this ghost person, had all these details just by riding by. I've never been able to get a whole lot of information just by being nosy and riding by an accident. Okay, so you had a lot of information. That part was you're like, wow. And to have left multiple times and then came back. A lot of that information is probably what's in this police report that we just heard on that interview. Her mother said he wasn't supposed to be there. Exactly. Holly and Carlos playing everything. What was his name on the stand at Young Thug case? Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch that. Still charge him. He shouldn't have been around a firearm. Ooh, woo. Okay. And y'all, I'm going to drop the link if anyone wants to come up. He a felon around a gun. Maybe he is. You know what, Angel? And welcome. Someone else said that today, y'all. That's what I'm like, how does he have all of this privilege? You know? He gave the long statement. You acting like you in charge of the scene. And why did they redact the relationship? I'm curious to know about that part. He don't even want to be associated with Holly on the police report. Now, Holly, we would never be with somebody, girl, that he don't even want to be seen with you on the police report. He not associating himself with you at all. We haven't seen any new pictures, no videos. He came out talking about Romeca. Girl, okay. It must be bad being number 2. Still. And Romeca is not even here, girl. That's sad. You did all of this for what? Hey, Tammy, welcome. Yeah, Woody, that he needs to get off of Facebook. Right. Hey, it is what it is. We working a night shift. Okay. We're working a night shift tonight. Let's see here. I would never be with a man that don't claim me. Girl, okay. Like he didn't even say, nah, y'all, it was self-defense. She was just trying to defend herself, you know. He didn't say nothing. So what are we supposed to go by? He want his rap career to not that bubble gum, boy, if you don't sit in bubble gum pop. But she claimed the YouTube lady found her how. Yeah, now that part. Okay. Hi, Glenn. I'm still not understanding how neither of them are locked up. Feels like the Twilight Zone. Right. And it could be because it's still a pending investigation. Holly needs to be charged for discharging a firearm in a school zone. And I'm still not understanding that either. Because it was definitely by the school. Okay. Not in front of the school, but by a school. And I just don't get that part. With all of these school shootings and things like that, like this needs to be taken a little more seriously, even for that charge. Okay, so if anyone is listening from the Chicago police, like y'all need to look into that. We've had too many school shootings and we have this girl careless, okay, with the firearm. Kids were outside, okay? We saw some in the video, had her backpack on, heading to school. So what charge are y'all going to add for that part too? Okay, because something needs to be looked into with this firearm being by school. It's simple. Holly is his tool to do his bidding. Yep. Mm-hmm. So let's do it. I would never. Okay, do another. I would never. We have to call the Ghostbusters on the Ghost Witness, reveal their identity. Okay, hey Lily, welcome. Child, this is a whole mess, but at least it gave us more details. Right, it makes me so mad. Hold them both and count it as time served. They might decide, and you know what? That's what I was thinking too. Did they tell her she can't travel outside of the state or anything like that? Um, they've already tried to kind of go and hide, and then their location was exposed. Okay, so I don't know where they are now. I'm pretty sure he's not at his place, and she's probably definitely not at hers. Um, but like, what kind of stipulations did they tell them? Because they still have a firearm too. So this is still, for those of you who are just coming in, it's still a pending investigation. However, Keys News Network got more of the police report with more details surrounding what took place that day. It started off as a battery call, then it turned into a homicide call. Okay, because once they got there, Romeca was pretty much unalive. They took her to the hospital, but she was pronounced deceased during that time. Right now, Holly is the main person. I mean, Carlos' name is not on there as possibly being charged. They didn't get anything from him. So if anything, it'll be on her, not him. Yep, he touched the little girl with blood on his hands, and he was able to go home and change clothes and then go back up and try to get his son out of school. Kudos to that school for not releasing his son to him, because y'all, this could have gone another way. He could have possibly taken his son and went on the run with his child. Okay, this could have been a total mess, but the school, they jumped into action on that part. He wanted to post pics of everybody that was dragging him in the comments and talk about them, so people start posting pics of him looking busted. Okay. Oh yeah, he was doing that to some people who were dragging him. He was showing their pictures. Yep, and people were laughing. I would never be the side chick. Okay. Yes, that's true. You love, they may, anytime you love, they may try to run. Yes. I would never throw my life away for a man. Okay. Angel said it's crazy all the way around. Ain't no way Romeca was on the BS. She was in a nursing program and was doing well. I know from experience how rigorous that word is always hard for me. That program is, with no time for outside BS. Yeah, I think she was really on her stuff and trying to just move on. He didn't know where she lived, phone number, and stuff like that. Like, we still just do not know in the moment how she got there. Hopefully, in a more in-depth investigation, that they will kind of get more of why were they there and why did she pull over and stop. Like, all of that part is missing. I would never be naive to be a man's tool. Okay, I would never let a man trick me into unaliving someone. Come on now. I would never, right, me either. I would never do that. It's not worth it. Okay, Brittany said since CPS was called because she put the pow in the car with the live round with her infant, then she definitely should be charged for endangering the minors in that school zone. Now, that's true. I agree with that. That's a very good point. Yeah, they need to look into that, investigators. Okay, that's an added charge right there, and there were kids around. You can see that on the video. So you got your baby there, you got other kids on their way to school, you got a whole school with kids right there down the street, across the street. Okay, so all of that needs to be looked into. Girl, you're a whole danger out here. Okay, endangering children. But she couldn't see that or the consequences. All she saw was her family probably has some money, because she may know some lawyers. Somebody told her to say all of that and keep saying it. I'm licensed to carry. I'm licensed to carry. I got a restraining order that you've been working on since December. Okay, and Brittany had asked me this during the premiere. I'm glad you asked me this. The reason I put those videos in this last video that I just did was I wanted to show you during the time when she was pregnant, okay, she went and got this restraining order. One video that I showed was taken in December with Romeca and Carlos, their family being happy. Okay. Another video taken in April. This was of this year of them being happy and all of this stuff. So she didn't let go of trying to get her served. She started in December. It was not fully served until June. And I kept asking myself, like, dang, I mean, y'all, they say y'all even live close by each other. Why is she still trying to, girl, drop it? Why wouldn't she drop it? She couldn't drop it because she wanted her out of the picture. She felt like and a woman knows if a guy is really into another, it doesn't matter about the arguing, all of that stuff. She probably knew his heart was really with Romeca. Okay. She trying to be there. He not claiming her really, but ended up pregnant. So, ooh, now we got to be connected. Okay. So now here's this whole process with the restraining order. So she's like, okay, at least I can have this in place. So we are in the same place and I have to take her out. I can rely on this. That's why she didn't let go. And she got it by default because Romeca did not show up for the court date. Okay. Now it was filed. One of my supporters stated that was filed in a place that's more northern Illinois, not even in the same city where Romeca lives. So she would have had to travel to even get to court. Okay. So you want to talk about her car and all of this different stuff in your little video. You probably kind of knew maybe this was a hard time for her right now. She probably couldn't take off from work. And so the judge granted the restraining order. Now, what I don't know is, did Romeca know that? Did she know that because she didn't show up for court that it was now effective? Now, on that day when she pulled over, was she even thinking about a restraining order? She probably wasn't even trying to be bothered with that girl. Probably wasn't. I bet she wasn't yelling that then. I bet she wasn't reminding her about it then. Did she say, girl, don't even come? Don't even. I have a restraining order against you. You already know. Did she yell that out then? Because she definitely yelled it out when the police got there. She has a video dancing saying, I just passed my nursing exam. Wow. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Hassan. Thank y'all for joining. That's why she cut his ass off and was focused on getting her degree and leveling up. He probably flagged her down as she was hitting the U-turn. That's what I'm wondering. They had their paper trail against Romeca. Yes. You cannot step out of your car in the school zone with it on you, just like you can't pull in the postal office parking lot nor have it in a parking garage. Really? Oh, I didn't even know that part. There was somebody in Dee's chat earlier that said Holly's aunt is a judge. Yes, girl, I heard that too. I wasn't trying to put it out there. Somebody put that in my comments, but yes. And they were surprised that Holly did not file the paperwork in their court. But I started thinking that the reason that they probably did not want to file it in their court is because if anything happens, they didn't want to mess themselves up. They probably know this girl crazy. Okay, they're probably like, baby, I'm not granting none of that. My name ain't going to be on that because they could get in trouble. Okay, and now look, because now they may look into that. Who is the judge that granted this whole restraining order? You know, that may be something to think about. And so if whoever it is a judge, they could have gotten into trouble if they had granted that. There are so many reasons why they could have held her. They got that restraining order to help Carlos find out where Romeca lived in order to continue his harassing. Ooh. Now, do they release the address to the people who, I guess, is submitting the restraining order? Because I was thinking that because he didn't know, maybe she got served at the school or at work because those are places he knew and he could have given that information to Holly. Yeah, on that I would never video Holly made. She said stuff about she would never wear matching PJs with the man who got a baby on the way. She was talking about Christmas. Okay, got you. Yeah, girl, you with him and he already got a baby. You act like he got plenty of babies. You act like your baby was the first one. Girl, stop. He has plenty of kids. Brittany, someone said Holly was related to the mayor. Now that part, I don't think so. I think it's the judge, but not the mayor. But I did see that. Yeah. And I think that's why she was so cocky with what she was yelling out. She wanted it to be clear that she couldn't get in trouble for the gun, but she didn't think about this. You had it around your child and it was loaded. Okay. And she was thinking that, oh, I can't get in trouble for shooting her because I got this paper. But what happened leading up to that? You can't just be in the vicinity of someone and say, oh, I can unalive them because I have this paper. No. Were they a threat? Did they come to you? Did they touch you? Did they have a weapon? Like, it's different things to think about. It's not that, clear cut. But y'all, I truly feel like had the person, whoever recorded this, okay, shout out to them. Whoever recorded that part of all of this, shout out to them. The reason I say that is because, excuse me, if there are no cameras out there, okay, now we don't know yet if they gonna come up with something they got some camera footage outside, but allegedly there are no cameras that work out there right now because they took away all of the shot spotter cameras. My thing is this. I believe that this would have been another murder that happened in Chicago that would have gotten swept under the rug. What they did not bank on was the fact that that video was out there and it started going viral and more people started talking about it. The family went out there and did the press conference. It's keeping this alive. If people do back off and stop talking about it, I don't know if justice will truly be served. We don't know what the witness number 3 has told them. Okay? We're still waiting to see the final results. I'm sure her aunt advised her on what to do, either the restraining order or with that restraining order possible. Carlos has more kids than Holly's and Romeca's. Yes, he does. Mm-hmm. Hey, Nina, welcome. Thank you for joining. She ain't got too much pull, I see. They stepped in about her baby. Exactly. They weren't playing with the baby. Yes, I've been live for a whole hour and a half. Good Lord. Look, my husband started turning off lights. I guess he said, baby, you ain't got to go to bed, but I am. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I truly feel that this would have gotten just swept under the rug as a self-defense claim. That's the loose end that Carlos and Holly did not tie. They did not tie the video. And not just this one video is out there. There are videos from other angles. Now, one particular angle I will not be showing. Okay, I happened to come up on that by accident. And I think they probably took it down, but y'all has probably been screenshotted and shared of her actual, you can see more of her body on the ground. And that I accidentally clicked something on Facebook and saw it. I was like, oh Lord, they need to take that off. So it's other videos out there, but no one has leaked any videos of them arguing or anything that's happened prior to the shooting. Now, maybe they took in some video footage of Romeca, when she's giving a reaction to some stuff that they got into it about or something like that and told them about that. But in the moment, I don't know if they recorded her, anything like that. I had a theory that maybe while he was getting into it with Romeca, Holly could have been recording to the side and showed them that. But I have no proof of that. They didn't count on us and many others either. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Brittany, if she is related to a judge and he gave her that restraining order, they're going to be watched now. Right. I don't think the judge, her uncle, or whoever that is, gave that to her. I think she went to another court. And that's why people were shocked that she went to that court. I believe it's called Stokey or something. Has anyone heard of that place? Facts. Thank God for social media detectives. Exactly. I'm telling you, y'all, we were on the Malcolm Jamal Warner. Okay. A lot of stuff people didn't know about. Hey, child, look, peeping stuff. It don't seem like you've been live that long. I know it really doesn't, but wow. I guess because we talking about some good stuff. Because I don't believe they have anything. It doesn't seem like it. I haven't seen any of the graphic videos, and I want to her poor mother. And that's the video that her mother received. Why would someone send that to her? Yes, her sister went live crying, asking people to stop sharing her sister laying on the ground. Exactly. And it had to have been someone that knows the mother. Like, who else? Why would you send that to her? Like, come on now. That person I would side eye to. Sometimes you got to watch out for family and friends that, child, they don't have your best interest at heart, because it would have had to have been someone that was close. You could have said, hey, auntie, or hey, whoever, did you hear about Romeca? I have some bad news. And just let her know. You did not have to send her that picture. Okay, that to me was very just distasteful, to do a mother like that with their child. That's why it's so strange that nobody took any footage of them arguing or fighting. It was a lot of people out there. I'm surprised too, but I think the people started forming after it kind of, during and after. I know the first witness said that when they heard the gunshots and things like that, she went to the smoothie shop and told some people to be careful, don't come out there because, somebody was shooting. So they probably started seeing a crowd forming and then started coming over there. But by then it's over. And then if people were passing by, like this one ghost witness said, they were passing by and they saw them out there arguing. It's hard to record while you're driving. So all of the people who were passing by on the streets and so forth, they probably couldn't get a lot of footage because you're driving in the moment. I don't watch the news stations anymore. Right. I'm so glad I haven't seen it and I don't want to see it. No, 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 no. You don't want to. Yes, it has to be someone that knew her mom that sent her the video. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's distasteful to do that. Knowing that that is someone's daughter. Like, just share the bad news, go over there or call them, but not send them something like that. Ooh, I just hated that. And my prayers go up for this family because, y'all, they're at a point they're trying to grieve and imagine all of this is going on around them. People are talking about the situation, giving their thoughts and opinions about it and so forth. So, yes, it was sent once people came and saw her on the ground. That's how she found out, and then the police had contacted her. But she had already found out the hard way. Someone had sent it to her. So I think she's trying to steer clear of social media. I don't know now, that Keys has this information. I'm trying to figure out, hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if they contacted the mom and gave her more information also. Because it seems like she had been trying to call and contact them. And at the last time we heard her on the news, she hadn't really gotten too much information. If so, I think the baby daddy may have had someone to send it to her, because didn't he say that her mother didn't like him? I don't know. I know I heard her say he called or text or something and said it was his fault. And I would have been like, what do you mean by that? It's your fault. Like, what do you mean? Like I don't know. It's weird. But y'all, more information is going to come out. Key said that he's going to share some information tomorrow about this investigation that he's gotten. So I'm going to be on the lookout. Y'all be on the lookout for that information because I want to see what's next. Pray for her family and friends and the community because there were people there that even that witness, the first witness, you could tell it kind of bothered her. She said she even looked into Romeca's eyes. She was that close at one point, and she was even telling her boyfriend. She said hey, is she okay? Go check. But Carlos walking around, you not even trying to do anything. This your whole baby mama. Like that just doesn't sit well with me. It really doesn't. Hey, Miss Sexy, good evening. I would assume Miss Holly is laying low since she no longer has her protection. Oops. Okay. I'm telling you, like she's laying low and they're watching these lives. Okay. Facebook, they're looking at everything. YouTube, they're looking at everything. And their people are too. So they're trying to see how much do people know. They're trying to see how can they spin narratives. All of that. Don't spin the narrative, just tell the truth of what really happened. I don't think anything they could tell me at this point justifies what took place in that moment. Okay. You can bring up her background. You can tell me she was cussing her out. You can tell me she was trying to fight her. It still does not justify what she did in that moment. Even one shot took her down. Okay. But this girl proceeded to shoot, and shoot. Okay. Only reason she stopped because it locked. And then put that gun into the car with her baby. So nothing justifies that in my mind. Hey, Lena, thank you for joining. It is a crime to send a photo of a dead body in most states. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I believe he could have prevented it. Yeah. That was so insensitive. I think he definitely could have prevented it. But the question is, did he want to prevent it? The first witness said that Carlos looked like he was up to something. Yup. She said he had a devilish look on his face. And if you look at his mug shots that are public, y'all, he got to look at his eyes on all of those pictures. So I believe her. Why admit that it was your fault to her mom, but then come on social media and claim that everyone is lying? Clock it. Thank you. Okay. You can't play the gaslighting with me. All of the trying to get sympathy, gaslighting. Like, I mean, some people may fall for it, but I can see right through all of that. He should be like Holly and just be quiet. Because we haven't heard a peep from her. She used mischievous. Yes, that was the key word. Mm-hmm. Nothing will change what I feel about Holly and him. Exactly. You can't even change my mind. I don't care what they try to come with. I do not feel that was justified in that moment. Okay? I don't care if she saw y'all and pulled over. It was not justified to unalive her like that in that moment. I don't care about her background. I don't care if y'all talking about he was by his house. It did not justify what she did in that moment. It did not give her the right to have a loaded gun that she was riding around with in a vehicle with a 6-month-old. It didn't justify that she just shot a person and then put that same gun onto the floor of her car with a 6-month-old in the car with one live round in it. That you can't justify that. How is that right? I don't care about a piece of paper that she got offline. Okay, Romeca, we have no proof that she even knew that thing was effective. She probably didn't even know how all that worked. Okay, I got a court case. Okay, Did she ever get a chance? Because that was only a couple of months to know that this thing is effective. Was that the first time that y'all have even seen each other in person since it was effective? Like, really think about that. Was she really trying to be around you? Like, that's something to think about. Was she like, oh my gosh, let me go find this bee. Let me look and see where I can find her. A girl, were you there in her territory where she lives by her son's school? You couldn't have been that scared. It's just weird. He didn't even try to apply pressure to the wound. He just dropped her on the ground. Exactly. That part makes me mad too. Like, sir, but you out here with all of this sympathy. The person he should have been getting out of the area is Holly. She had no reason to be there, and plus she had the pow pows. Exactly. Holly is cray cray. Oh yeah, Romeca was unarmed. That should be child endangerment, leaving a gun on the floorboard of a car. Yes, that's what I think they're going to charge her with too. And she does not have her child now. That is child endangerment. And you had other children there in the vicinity of that, on the sidewalk. That gun is right there. And it was still in the car sitting right there. What if someone would have opened that car door and taken it out? Okay, because the door was probably not locked. So you got all these people standing on the side of your car, pow pow on the floorboard of the car, could have opened the car door, got it, and then what? Then also consider this. How long, girl, did you have the car on? What's the window down? See, I told my husband I might have missed my calling. I did take a couple of criminal investigating classes in college. I had already got my other degree, but I was going to do a minor in this. But baby, I would be asking so many questions. Because, girl, did you have the window down? Did you have the car running with some air? How long was your baby in there? Was your baby asleep? Was the baby hungry? Did the baby need a new diaper? 6 months. Okay, we know how 6 months olds are. But you out here in a whole argument, getting a whole pow-pow over this woman and trying to be all up in this. Like, it's just so, y'all. I guess my mind just can't fathom it. I've never just been that simple-minded. You see what I'm saying? Even before kids. Like some women, and this one content creator, I think her name is, I forget, it's Triggered Something. I was looking at one of her lives. And one of the themes that she's talking about is the pick-me girls. Okay? She is an only child, probably very insecure, because people that do all this, I would never, I'll let, baby, it's a front, probably feeling very insecure. That's why you settling for a man that had a whole girlfriend, whether they were together or not. He was still in pictures with her videos, all of that. And you like, man, I want it. Okay, why doesn't he love me? Why doesn't he want to be with me? This girl is standing in between us. He's supposed to be my man. I gave him a whole baby. And he's still over here with her. He's still not for me. Pick me. She was one of those types of girls. She wanted him to pick her. And Romeca, even if she was trying to move on, obviously Carlos was not. Because a lot of the videos that were put out there, he's all in the street. Baby, she was getting him, you all in the street everywhere. Because you don't even know where she was. So you all in the street at the school, all in the street outside the apartment, all in the street probably at her job. This girl had to park her car, allegedly, and walk to work a couple of blocks because he would drive by her job and see her car outside and know that she was there. So to stop him from knowing, because her car is here, she would go hide her car blocks away and have to walk to work. Probably trying to fight her and stuff like that. You know, it just bothers me. She had no business at that school, right? My point is, it was between Carlos and his baby mother. Holly had no business being there. She could have stayed at Carlos' house until he handled his business between him and his baby mother, right? Yeah, I don't know if they had that part is still a question as well. I mean, his house was across the street, the other way, across State Street. So maybe they had left there or she had left there and was coming to the car when all of this happened. I don't know. You know what? That was my question, Ebony, because people thought I was crazy when I brought that up. I know here in Texas, they don't play with that. Okay, and I'm an educator. I've worked at schools, and let me tell you, I've worked at a couple of schools, and I don't care if it was at the school, if it was within a certain radius around the school where there was some type of burglary or murder or someone on the run, the whole school is going on lockdown because they don't know if that incident can then move to the school. Okay, they don't know if that person takes off running, they're gonna try to come run inside of the school. So they lock down the school. So I'm curious to know if that school went into a lockdown. That was my question too. I'm glad someone else brought that up because people were thinking I was like crazy. No, it should have been a lockdown. Yeah, because Holly was running late that morning, dropping her son. You meant Romeca? So how long was Holly parked there? Exactly. That was a question. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I saw your other comment. Okay, other people gave him babies too. Right. Uh-oh. Let's see. Holly was jealous of Romeca. Her heart was filled with hate with the information that Carlos was telling him, Holly about Romeca. Yep, I believe that too. She wanted him to herself. If I can't have you, nobody else can. Yep. I don't even think the two young ladies even fought. No, I don't think so either. And if y'all came in late on the police report, she declined to go get checked out or anything. So she wasn't hurt or anything like that. Wait a minute. Let me see what you said. If you look at the video, Holly braids are still up in a ponytail. Anybody? Ooh, clocking Lena. Yes. Okay. Come on now. You better say that. I have not seen anyone bring attention to that. You are so right about that. If they had gotten into a physical fight, baby, that hair would have been down. Okay. And Romeca too, child, she could lay hands. Okay. So, baby, you wouldn't have been all neat up with the jacket on, hair still pinned up. Girl, all the braids would have came down, found some on the ground. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. Yep, her co-worker said she would park 5 blocks away and walk to work so he wouldn't know she was at work. Exactly. Hey, Becca, good evening or good night or good morning. Wait, it's morning somewhere. I think it's morning here. Okay. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, this is crazy. So I'm curious to see what is about to come out today, actually, because it is the next day. What's about to come out. Uh, we can probably depend on more shenanigans with Carlos. Now, for those of you who came in late, okay, let me see if I can bring this back up. Okay, so this was on Facebook, and this was Nija Hall, her Facebook page, and Keys News found this information out. Now, see, Carlos is looking for someone to be his voice, okay? He's looking for someone to be his voice. And he's trying to see who's going to take the bait, who's going to be that voice that will speak up for him because everybody's lying and everyone's out here putting these fake narratives and got people looking at him like he's a monster. Where are the real facts? Okay. This is what he put under her post. He done found somebody. You know why he probably put that under her post? That witness, that ghost witness, was on her channel. That ghost witness was the one that tried to make him look good. Oh, Carlos is He was not the aggressor. He was trying to de-escalate. He was trying to put Holly's arm down with the gun. He was trying to put Romeca into the car. So he's like, oh, well, this person, she might actually, hey, she's sharing some information that makes me look better. Maybe she'll give me a chance. Okay. maybe she'll put me in a good light. Okay, he's trying to see who's gonna try to put him into a good light. I said on Holly's mugshot, she had no marks on her face at all. Yeah, that girl did not. If she was in a fight, she would not have looked like that. Okay, he's trying to see who is going to fall for it. So then Naja said, with Carlos Loso's way, when you can, come on the show to share your experience. If you prefer to speak off the record, I hope you can see that I honor my commitment to confidence. Oh, how will he see that? Oh, he was watching that interview, the red interview. Oh, so he saw through that she was confident. She didn't tell who sent that. She didn't tell who did that interview. Uh-oh. My inbox is open when you're ready. He's ready. Okay. I'm curious to know if he's going to actually give us something. Give us some extra information. I'm in Winsboro. It's about 30 minutes from Columbia. Okay, gotcha. I'll be his voice. Carla. Wait a minute. She said I'll be his voice. Carlos, sit down and shut up. Your techniques only work on Holly. Come on, Susan. I know that's right. Okay, Naja Hall full of Carlos sent that person. That's what I'm saying too. I truly feel that it was definitely trying to put him into a better light. I don't think they really helped Holly's case. It to me made her look like it was more so premeditated if the pow was supposed to be on top of the car. So you got a pow just sitting there waiting on who? Why? So yeah, it was more so him. So he's peeping and he's trying to see who's speaking up on his behalf. And right now, I don't see too many people that's siding with him, to be honest, or it feels bad for him. Now he has some people, his people, but as far as content creators, I haven't seen anyone say that he was justified or he's a good guy, or I haven't seen that yet. He better get his hair done because he's going to jail. I don't know, Becca. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this here is more so for Holly, this police report. If anything, it looks like he may be a potential witness, allegedly. It doesn't show his name, but from the description and so forth, it seems like he may be a witness. I don't know if they're going to go after him, to be honest. Because for what? Technically, if it's being investigated as a homicide, unless they can prove that he was an accomplice to it. And it's really limited information that we have, and I don't know how much more information like prior to the unaliving that the investigators have. Because if there are no videos, y'all, it's going to be their word, him and Holly's word. Because even the other two witnesses were not there for most of that part. Going back to when she pulled over, all of that part, I don't think they saw all of that. It's disgusting. He's so busy running around on social media trying to prove to the internet why he's not concerned about his son. Why does he care about what social media think? Right. Because he knows that this could play a part in possibly, even if he, wants to see his son, if he has to do some type of custody thing, what people are saying about him. And if he's a narcissist too, let me tell you, Baby, they don't want anyone to expose them. They want to have this front up for everybody. Okay. If they feel like people are not looking at them in a certain light, they try to gaslight, they try to make themselves look good, like it's not about, them looking bad. And they try to deflect, project every act that you can think of to keep the focus off of them. So he does not want to go down. He wants to make sure he looks good in a good light so he can get his son back. He doesn't care about Holly. She is collateral damage at this point. Okay. He is thinking about protecting himself. Notice all of the charges that he has pretty much, he may have spent some time in jail, but he's out now. Okay. So he's not trying to go back to jail. So he knows that a lot of people are covering this. He doesn't know where this is about to go because it's getting a lot of traction and attention. So he's trying whatever. I'm surprised that he does have some support in his comments. It should be obvious to anybody with sense that he was playing those two women against each other. Right. Well, see, people always want to say, oh, Romeca is the aggressor. She should have just moved on, leave him alone, all of that. Well, what about him? Why he didn't leave her alone? She should have just left. She should have just kept going. Holly should have kept her butt in the car and paid attention to a whole 6-month-old. At least Romeca didn't have her son in the car popping off. Her son was safely at school. Okay, and she had just taken his lunch with a nice little note. While Holly out here having pow-pows around her 6-month-old. When people gonna start calling that out? And driving around with it. Because she didn't have time to put bullets in it. So it had to have already playing both sides. Be prepared. His next step is to go for getting his son from grandma. He'll use his son for sympathy. Yes, I could definitely see that. The plea deal probably gonna be Carlos. He probably try to get immunity if he is involved anyway. But he's probably gonna try to put all of this on her. Yeah, definitely Carlos. Right. Mm-hmm. If he hasn't already tried to talk them into something. If he was witness number 3, look at that long statement. Okay, why they redacted his relationship to Holly? What is that about? I don't see what's so private if they were in a relationship. Who are you trying to hide that from? Mm-hmm. Either way they go in the streets or in jail, they're going to be looking over their shoulders every day, every second, meaning of the day. Yes, I agree, Nina. Yep. It won't be the same. Even if he's free or she's free, there's always someone out here that they don't care about jail time. Okay. They don't care. Call the popo up. Okay. They will do what they want to do. They don't care. If they want to get vengeance, hey. No dreads in prison. Carlos needs to be in jail too. If it wasn't for him, the women wouldn't have never known each other. Yep. But like we were saying this morning, y'all, I mean, in a court of law, they can't go on emotion. I learned that the hard way, being on a jury. You have to go by what's written in the law. And as much as we know that's messed up, how he played them and da-da-da-da-da, what evidence do they have of him being involved in her death? That's what they're going to go by. If they don't have evidence to present in court or to a jury, then what else is there? Now, with Holly, they have more evidence against her on some stuff to show premeditated. She admitted that she did it. It was her gun. It was taken in as evidence. She had it around her child. All of that leading up to that. I'm hoping they're looking into phone records. I think this also, by everyone kind of still talking about this, puts a level of accountability on the police department and the investigators. Because now, with so many eyes watching, they're probably going to have to now do their job. Okay. They can't just say, oh, no. Y'all need to go and get those phone records, find out why she pulled over, why were they there, when did she get that pow pow? Okay. Was it already loaded? Just so many things we can think of. Y'all get paid for this. Okay, so y'all need to do y'all's jobs. I hope they pull the phone records and retrieve any deleted messages. Exactly. That part. Because they will have to be able to prove it was premeditated for it to be first degree. And also, the Romeca was not a threat to her. We already know she was unarmed. So I don't know what type of threat she was. Girl, like, fight if you thought she was going to fight you. Yep, got to go by the evidence. Well, if he involved Holly, would have any evidence on Carlos. Well, in that particular case, if she has something, but I mean, they're still saying the cause of death is by firearm. Now, one other thing that could possibly happen is if they start snitching on each other. Holly better come on, girl. If you know something, hey. And that may be another route. They start snitching on each other. Because right now, he's letting her take the fall. Yeah, social media is doing their jobs pretty much. They need to get some activists involved. Yep, we were talking about that. Mm-hmm. The more voices out there, the more it's being heard in the communities. Get with some church leaders. Someone said the Nation of Islam. Get some voices, some influence, some people going to the police station, going to the courthouse. Someone said protesting, standing on that corner. I would say if anyone was riding by during that time that saw anything, if you were in the shop across the street, if you saw anything, we are trying to get justice for our sister, our daughter, our cousin. Okay. Amen. All of that. Okay. So it may take some little footwork. Okay. But it's for a great cause in getting justice for Romeca. So I agree with that. Sometimes it will take a lot of different steps to get that justice. It may not be overnight, y'all. This may not be something that comes next month. It may be a few months from now, for it to be a complete investigation. Maybe more witnesses will come forward. Even if they give an anonymous tip, if they saw anything that day, that can help with the case. Yes, we've been on it every single day. Yeah. Holly may try and flip the script and say he influenced her and they planned it. That's what I'm saying. If they start telling on each other. Romeca wasn't thinking about Carlos or Holly. Her mind was on getting her child to school. Yep, I believe that. Wait, Susan. Oh, you think she's that smart? Hey, if it comes to her freedom, she may make a deal or give up something. But if Carlos talked her into getting the pow pow and the restraining order, or saying, I want her gone so I can get my son, that would be ooh, yes. That would definitely, ooh, girl, Holly, if you listen, girl, if he told you any of this stuff, you better make sure you tell. Okay, just think about what happened with Gypsy Rose and her boyfriend at the time with unaliving her mom. Different circumstances, but prime example. What happened? Oh yeah, they could offer some reward money for any witnesses. It has to be truthful because that's the only thing people talk about. Oh, they're giving out some money. Let me go down here and tell a story. No, it has to be credible witnesses. It needs to be the truth. Okay, we're not out here just saying whatever we want to say just to get some money. Okay, that's something to think about. Wow. Oh, y'all, I'm nervous. I don't know. Like us talking about this, it's like I have a range of emotions. Okay, I actually have a range of emotions. I have like excited that this is being looked into. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous for some reason. Um, I'm anticipating like seeing where this goes or how all this pans out. And I'm not nervous for me, but I don't know. It's like a something that we're watching, but this is like real life. This is not even a movie. This is someone's real life, y'all. But I think having this information put some things into perspective. And I think that the more details that we get, it will start feeling like it's all coming together. Yeah, I feel someone that was there may start to feel bad and come forward. Hopefully, yes. Hopefully so. And maybe if they see that the police are taking it seriously, maybe they will because CPD has a bad rep. That's all I've been seeing from people that live there. They're like, oh man, they don't do this, they don't do that. So a lot of people are losing confidence in their own police department that stay there. Okay, Susan, thank you so much. Look, I'm gonna be right behind you. Okay. So this could actually, if the police department really takes this seriously, maybe this will help the people believe that they are getting better with this and trying to make some changes. Okay. Because they've lost confidence in their police department. And that's why some people may not come forward. They're like, oh, they don't do nothing. But if they see that you're trying to do something, they may actually come forward. Okay, Gypsy is free now and living her life, but the boyfriend has life. I think Gypsy was the one who planned and influenced the boyfriend into unaliving her mom. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't even know who that person is. Yeah, they would have to have proof to get reward money. They would have to come through with the real proof. Okay, like a video of the argument or them fighting, like that kind of proof. Okay, something we can validate for this case. I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. That's crazy, y'all. There's so many crazy things happening. Wow. How could Carlos allow that to happen? Then stand up. Yep, that part. Heartless. Heartless. Okay, so he wants to know why people make him look like a monster. You made your own self look like a monster. No one did that but you. We didn't. Okay. We are only going by what was put out there and what we saw. And now some things we're reading from this police report. So, sir, you made your own self look like a monster. And according to that witness, you had a mischievous look in your face when all of this was going down. So it wasn't anything on us. It's what you're portraying. No, I haven't. Hi, Miss Angelic. Thank you for joining. But y'all, that was all because, baby, we clowning tonight. Okay, we are being fast out here in these YouTube streets, and I know we have to go to work. Most of us on here. Okay, we got spouses and things like that are waiting. Kids, mine got up, popped up out of nowhere. Okay, I think you're going back to sleep. But we will continue this convo tomorrow, y'all. I thank everyone for joining. Thank you, PM, for that super sticker. If you would like to be a support to the channel, you're welcome to send super sticker, super chat. My Cash App is scrolling on the screen, or buy a coffee, and that link is in the description field of this video. But thank y'all so much for joining and hanging in there with your girl on tonight. And I look forward to talking about this some more. I bet Carlos and Holly probably thought this was going to be swept under the rug and looked at a open shut case. Yeah, they did. They didn't bank on the video. I'm about to be surprised. Okay. Yeah, he was standing there like nothing happened. I'm going to look into it, Brittany. Oh, thank you, Miss Angelic. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate all of y'all support. Replay gang, y'all rock. When I tell y'all, I have a lot of great supporters and people that come back and watch the videos. It means a lot to me. It really, really does. And I'm not just saying that. Thank y'all so much. Yes, open book. He made himself look like a monster, not us. Exactly. So he can miss me with the gaslighting. Okay. All right. Y'all take notes. Y'all see me, see something before we see each other. Let me know. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. Until next time, make sure you hit the like button. Also subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell because you never know when we're going to go live. Thank you and have a great night. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.